That's an enormous glass fiber.
Alright, so that should be good. Now, we can actually get started now. You can start macerating some of your ores. So go ahead and grab some ores, and we'll get started.
I'll be right back.
Yeah. And I think I have some ores in here as well. A little bit.
Did I smelt all of it? Does it still? Oh, there it is. There we go. I'm coming. I'm on my way. I'm on my way.
Now you may notice something a little bit different about this macerator right here. I just upgraded it with a conveyor belt, and that's a little bit more complicated from GregTech, but basically if you look at the interface compared to two of them, this one just has 2 slots, 2 input and 2 output slots, so you could hold a little bit more in there at a time.
Where do I put them?
Alright, so let's open up the macerator and go ahead and put some ore right on the top.
I did that with this one.
Alright, you're going to notice it's doing nothing. That's because you have to power it. So we're going to do that with the generator right next by. So go ahead and throw this coal into the generator.
That coal?
And that goes in the bottom, just like you would.
There we go.
And like so, now it's generated. The coal is making power, and it's going to feed the power right to the macerator.
Awesome.
So that's going to produce a whole bunch of dust for us.
Great. That sounds fantastic.
We'll let that take a little while.
Okay.
Now we can speed up these macerators pretty easily using overclockers, but that's something a little bit more advanced that we'll obviously do eventually, but not right at this moment. So I'm going to throw some of this extra coal. Now that we have that, at least, I'm going to take the coal out of these furnaces because we want to save them for the generators instead, because this is going to be our main source, you know, for what we need. So let me just grab that. Sweet, I have a bunch more rubber now too. So I'm going to go ahead and fill up these generators as much as we can, because even if they aren't needed to be filled, like even if the machines next to them don't need power, they do have a little bit of a storage, and you'll notice that with the bar in the generator interface. That's the storage. So it can, and if storage gets full, it'll just stop making power, and the coal will just sit there until it's ready or needs more. So that's good. So as you see, you're making a whole bunch of pulverized gold. It could be something else depending on some config files. It could be dust, but it's basically all the same thing. But we need pipes now. We're going to need some pipes for sure. And to do that, it's very, very simple. And I'm showing you in the project table right now. Pipes can rather be made with cobble, with iron, with sandstone, with gold, with diamonds, and they all have a different function. Your normal ones that just simply move items across is stone and cobblestone. And that's how you make it. Every single pipe recipe is exactly the same. It's 2 of the actual pieces on the side and glass in the middle. The glass is always the same. That's the constant. And that'll make you 8 pipes at a time. So the difference between stone and cobble pipes is that they don't connect together. So if you want to have tight setups, you could have stone going right next to cobble and it won't actually connect. So that way you could control where the items are flowing without making a big mess, basically. So, and I'll show you that in a second. Also, we're going to need iron pipes are basically a one-way pipe, and basically, if you could say, even if they do connect together, I'm going to force it that no matter what, it's going to go in this direction, and then you can set the direction of the iron pipe.
All right.
And diamond pipes are a little bit more complicated. They're a filtering pipe that says you could actually tell it what type of items will go in what direction. And that's really, really useful. But we don't have any gold yet, so and we don't really need it right now.
Anyways. I had some diamond.
I know, I'm sorry. But what we do need is wooden, and I guess we do need a little bit of wood. We need wooden pipes, and those are used to take stuff out of machines. So you can't actually extract it without the wooden pipes. Now, normally we would need to make a little engine to actually... The wooden needs like a redstone current, basically. But it needs a current from an engine. And that's a little bit annoying because they're chunky and they take up a lot of space. So I'm just going to go grab something a little bit more complicated that I'm not even really going to explain. It's an Antarctic gate. And what that really does is it's doing the same thing that that an engine would do. But you could just connect it to the pipe and it doesn't really take up any more space than you need.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to go grab that.
A lot of this is just going directly over my head, bro.
Exactly. So I'm just going to go grab that because it's just so much. It's a much higher tier of stuff that you wouldn't even
I can't even begin to comprehend it.
Exactly. So now what we're going to do, I'm just going to connect these wooden pipes to the macerators.
All right.
And then we're going to connect the little gate thingies. And then we're going to start telling the pipes to go... Oh, actually, I need to put one right where you're standing.
Oh.
Yep. So we're going to move things from the macerator into the furnace right here. And here, you could do that for the other two if you like.
Oh.
Here you go. Some pipes.
I do like me.
So just go ahead and set that
If
up.
you know me, you know I'm a guy that loves laying pipe.
Yeah. Absolutely.
That was terrible. That was so forced. Oh my god. I gotta not do that in public.
I'm gonna put another generator right here in the set of macerator, up against the electric furnace.
Okay.
So when we do it, so now I'm actually gonna start doing this. Now check this out. I'm gonna set up the gate here to make it actually start taking items out. So let me just do that.
Oh, why did I do this? Oh.
There we go. Yeah, there we go.
that.
So now our items are
Look at that
moving
go.
out of your macerator, and it's gonna go right into the furnace for
It's
us.
going the
And I have-
distance. It's
Isn't that
going
pretty?
for speed.
Now gold pipes, if you make gold pipes, those are actually used to make the items go faster in the pipes.
Yes.
So you could speed them up a bit, but I mean it's not really that
We
necessary.
don't need speed.
And there you
We're
go.
not going
So
the
you had like
distance.
what? How many gold ores did you
I had
have?
24.
Like 20 or something? So you should have 48 ingots by the time this is all done. And there you go. You can go ahead and grab those whenever you like. Now make sure you know how you get experience for smelting.
Yes.
There's a little glitch. If you shift click the ingots, it won't give you the experience. But if you simply click them, it will.
Oh, okay.
Most of the time. Yeah, so keep that in mind. Now, I think I just ran out of power here, and I did. Now, like I said, you do need coal to power the generator and stuff, and it ran out of coal, so I'm just going to put that back in.
Isn't there like a form of energy source that's like really good?
Yeah, like stuff like solar panels, and there's all sorts of stuff. Those are energy sources that don't require items, so you don't need to constantly refill it with coal and all sorts of other stuff. And we're going to get into that on the higher floor up here eventually, but not anytime this episode or
Okay.
anything like that.
All right, good to know.
Yeah. There's some other cool ones too, like lightning rods. If it gets struck by lightning, it generates a huge amount of power for you. So that's really cool. But the thing that's really cool is, naturally lightning won't actually strike it very often. But with magic mods, which we do have, you could force lightning to strike it and just seriously just sit there casting your lightning bolt on it and get some free power. So that's kind of.
That's
cool.
really.
I have another way to get power too, which I will eventually use.
Which is.
In this setup, it's using my modular power suit. I can make batteries for it, and they're pretty cheap. And then I could like charge the suit, and then I could discharge the suit into the machines, basically.
I see.
But it's good and it works, but it's a one-time deal. You make it, you use it, it's there, but it doesn't continuously regenerate. You know what I mean? But it does give a massive amount of power, which will keep you going for a long time to come. You could probably macerate 5,000 ores with the amount of power it'll give you just by having maybe 10 redstone and a couple pieces of iron.
Wow.
So
That's actually really awesome.
it's pretty. It's like a loophole in the mods that you're allowed to do, but it's balanced in the way because, like I said, it does go through a lot of resources if you're going to do it often, because it does need ender pearls too.
Oh,
but
yeah.
you can make ender pearls with iron with the mods. You're all right.
Okay. Quick question. How do I level up again?
All sorts of ways.
No,
You can
I mean
kill some
like,
monsters.
how do I level up my magic thingy? Because I've got a.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be on. I forget the name of the table.
Oh, never mind.
Check
If it's with the
house.
table, it's no big deal. Because I thought
Yeah,
you
yeah.
pressed a button or something, but don't
No.
worry about it.
Okay.
Don't worry about it one bit.
So that's pretty much the setup for now. I mean, that's your basic setup. It's gonna work. I need a few more generators, and I'll throw that in after. But that's gonna be the whole gist of it for now.
Oh.
And we're gonna get into the automatic power that you don't have to constantly refuel with coal. And there's a couple of different types of piping, like power pipes, that allow us to move power from one area to another without needing these generators being attached.
That's
That's
pretty cool, really.
it'll be a little bit more useful, I guess. But that's good for now. So you're welcome to use this. This is my shop I made for you. And anybody else who chooses. So you go ahead and you throw your ores in there, and for now you could just take it. Now I'm actually gonna do a little bit more here.
Okay.
I'm gonna set it up so it's gonna pipe it into a chest for you, and I think I'm gonna try that right now. Before you take that, or just let anything else that's going, just let me let it sit there for a sec, and I'm gonna just to make sure that it's gonna work.
Okay.
So, let's see. throw. Actually, you know what? Let's make some gold pipes. Come put 2 pieces of gold on the project table for me.
Okay.
I'll make a set of gold pipes.
How much? Just 8 gold
Yep.
pipes? That's all you need?
Yeah, that's good. That's perfect right there. I won't need any more than that.
Okay.
That's weird. It won't let me take it. Maybe because it's yours.
Maybe?
Oh, yeah, that's weird because you placed it. I had to pick it up and place it back down, like the gold. Whatever, that's fine. Alright, so we're going to do this so that way all your output goes into one chest, and that'll be cool. So I'm going to use the cobblestone pipe here so it does not interfere with the stone pipe. So check this out. I'll show you exactly what I mean. If I were to, like, do this, see, it won't connect.
Oh, look at that. You follow me, camera
and that
guy?
way.
Are you following me, camera guy? Look at that. Look at that. Look at what's going on here.
That is magic.
Space between the space between